Hey guys, it's your girl Candice from Candy's Hair Diary. Thank you guys for tuning in to this video. In this video, we will be doing a micro link installation in my client's hair. We are starting with freshly washed, conditioned, and pressed out hair. I just gave her a nice trim so that when we put the extensions in, that everything will kind of flow and be seamless. So let's go ahead and get started. So I want to go ahead and start parting her off. I typically like to go by certain diagrams so that I'll know how to, or exactly how far down and how far up. This is one of the graphs I typically like to use just to make sure that she has good coverage when we do put in the links, because you definitely want to make sure anytime you're putting any links or just sew-ins period, that you can't see the tracks or the links when your client or yourself go up to put your hair in a ponytail, or if you want to switch up the styles in any kind of way. Because with this installation, this style is very versatile. That's what I like, and it's definitely a popular style around the hair community. So right now I am on the other side making sure everything is right, and I typically like to use the end of my rat tail comb, the silver part, just to make sure that you can't see through the parting. If, like, y'all, I'm getting so tongue-tied, that you can't see the silver part. So when I lift up her hair, I put the comb, the tail end of the comb, right on the part, and then I put the hair over the comb part, just making sure that you can't see that part. So I just showed you guys another graph that I typically like to use. So I go all the way around, making sure she has enough coverage. At the top, I do a horseshoe method, and that's typically the method that you would use when you are doing your U-part wigs, just to make sure that it's even more versatile, so she can part her hair any which way she wants to part it. My client typically doesn't like a definite part in her hair, so this makes it even more easier, because she's not like I want a deep side or a middle part person. But if she was, she could still do it with this style. So I got her all sectioned off. So we're gonna go ahead and start linking it up. So let's go ahead and we're gonna start at the nape. So just checking to make sure everything's right. And let's go ahead and get to our first part. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my products out, show you guys what I'm using. These are the brown beads that I have. I didn't know if I wanted to use black or if I wanted to use brown, because her hair is not black. Her hair is brown, as you guys can see. These are the black beads. They can be found online or in Sally's is the only other place I know that you can find those. These are the clamps that I typically use. Got those out of another hair little trick bag I have. This is like the little crochet needle that you can use as well. And I have another little tool that I like to use that's also comes from my other little extension trick box, and this is the loop. You can get this out of the stores as well. I like to use this one when I'm double tracking it, because I can get more hair through that way. All right, so got everything except for the hair. Let me find the hair, y'all, and let's get started. All right, guys, I'm measuring the first piece of track up to her hair, so I'm making sure that it's the same length that I just parted. So once I know that it's the same length, I'll go ahead and cut the track. And y'all, we are using the same hair that she just had installed as a regular sew-in. She had it for 3 months. We didn't even realize it. But this hair is actually pretty good. I'm not sure, I can't remember which hair company she got it from, but this hair has been holding up really, really well. So like I said, once you measure it and the track is the same length as the part that you just parted, go ahead, cut that track. Go ahead and start loading up your crochet needle with the links. And I like to use a hair clip to hold it up so that I'm not trying to hold up the hair at the same time while pulling the hair through the links. So I typically like to use 1 to 2 hair clips to hold the other piece of the track in place so I can start on the opposite end. So I'm gonna pull the hair through from the top. I've tried it the other way and actually a couple of other ways, and it was more tension. It was too tight. So I like to pull a little piece from the hair above the track and combine it with the hair off the track. So once I do that, I take the crochet needle and I loop the hair through that, pull the link up, push the link up, and then I take my pliers and I go ahead and I clamp it. That is securing the link. So now that track is not going anywhere. So unless she's just ripping her hair out and she's like, get this out of me, this track hair is not going anywhere. Now I have seen people do it the opposite way. They will take pieces of the hair and they'll go ahead and pre-link the hair and then they'll sew the tracks through. I guess for double security, you can do it that way. There is no wrong way to do that. I just typically like to do this way better because I think it just lays better personally for me. So I'm gonna go through, I typically space my links about probably about 2 inches apart. So I couldn't exactly tell you how many links I use per track, but yeah, I typically space my links about 1.5 to 2 inches apart of each other, just to make sure I have enough on and I feel like it's secure that way as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to link her up. And like I said, I'm pulling hair from the top. I've seen people pull hair from the bottom and then pull the hair from the weft, but when you go to pull it up in a ponytail, it creates more tension that way. That's why I like to pull it from the top. So let's go ahead and keep it on moving, and y'all keep on watching. Now I like to, now that I got that first row done, I like to go ahead and test it out and make sure that I am able to pull it up, and it does look good. See y'all see that? It do look good. So I know that I'm good to go and continue to do the next track. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. Now that we are going further up, y'all, I typically like to do a double track method because she has so much hair and I don't want it to look so skimpy. I like to double track it. So it's the same process as we were doing, except now I will be using the loop because it pulls hair better. So you can try to use a regular little crochet needle, but once I double track, like I said, I like to use the loop because I can pull more hair with it that way. So y'all see me loading up my loop with my links, and time to go ahead and link it on up. So it's the same method, except you're pulling hair from each track plus the hair on top of the tracks. So you're just pulling it through and pushing those links up and sliding that hair right on through. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to go through. Sometimes your hair might get stuck up in there sometimes if you have too much hair. If you have too much hair, then just take it right back out and section off less hair. That's how you fix that. So you see it just glides right on through. I push the little link up, make sure that her hair isn't knotted at the roots, and then I go ahead and clamp her down. So that's how you can get more bundles in as well. But typically I only use one bundle, sometimes a little bit more over a bundle, but I never use 2 full bundles because my client's hair is already out, and that's just creating a really thick base, which I don't typically like. So, and plus this hair, it was a lot of hair on this track, but the wefts were thin, so it was easier for me to double up on her bundles as well. So let's keep it moving. and usually like halfway through, I always just double check to make sure nothing's pulling too tight and that her hair is still easy to go up into a ponytail, because I don't want to go all the way through with the style and the stuff is just tight and she's uncomfortable with it or anything. So I like to always check my work midway through to make sure everything is looking right. All right, guys, we are all the way at the top and at the very last track. For the very last track, I do not double track. I will single track that one, just to make sure that everything is laying completely flat. There is no humps and bumps. So as y'all can see, this hair blends so well with her hair. So I like to go ahead and brush it on out. There is a special loop brush that you can buy just for micro links. That one was just a regular paddle brush. I need to get me a loop brush. But it just makes it easier. Anytime, just like you have a regular sew-in, it's not y'all hair now. Y'all gotta realize it's still not your regular hair, so you can't exactly brush all the way to the roots. You can get close, but you still don't want to snag or anything. So brushing out her hair, making sure that everything is flowing for the most part, and yeah, so as y'all can see, her hair is already long as well. It's almost like the same length as the weave, which makes it even better. It's probably like maybe 4 or 5 inches longer than her hair, so it makes for a seamless install. That's why I like to tell my clients, if you're gonna get this install or this type of style, please try to get some hair that matches closer to your texture, so that way when your hair is wet or you sweat it out, if you're natural, that it won't be so apparent that you have weave in your head. So right now, this is my first time pulling it all up into a ponytail. I want to make sure that, like I said, it's not tight, it's not uncomfortable, there's nothing snagging or anything. And as you can see, it is going all up into a nice little ponytail because she loves to wear her ponytails. And I just think this is a great versatile style, y'all. So for those that were asking, what's a braidless sew-in? This is my way I like to do it. Like I said, there are several ways. I just like to do it this way. So here's a video so you guys can see what it's all about. As y'all can see, this is her hair all up into a ponytail. And if y'all didn't know that I made this video, y'all would probably think that this was her real hair. I mean, the hair blends so well with her hair. It's amazing. So y'all, I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to my little video. And thank y'all for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If y'all want to see me do any particular type of style, let me know. And like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. I know this video was long, so thank y'all if you watched all the way to the end. Peace out. See y'all in the next one.